أعوذ بالله من الشيطان رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي يا رب زدني علما يا رب زدنا علما. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to the class again. How's everybody? You good? I'm still setting up my stuff, so give me a sec. Inshallah. Okay. Yep, I'm all set. Good. So welcome to the class. How are you? Everything okay? Wonderful. Inshallah. So yesterday we started the class with an intention of studying fi'l, and then we ended up doing the practice of ism. But today definitely it's the fi'l. We did touch on fi'l a little bit yesterday. We did touch on the very initial introduction of the fi'l, and inshallah today we are going to do that in a bit more detail. Okay, so if you have not managed to review the lecture from yesterday, hopefully you should be good because you're not really too late. So I'll do what we did yesterday about fi'l, so we are all on the same page, and we'll start fresh on the fi'l topic, and then we take it from there. Okay, so as always, I have to tell you that my broadcast is in front of me. I can see myself. So if you have any problems or disruptions, I will probably know. And if you cannot hear me or anything, I don't expect that to happen. But really, please do tell me here. I'll try to fix it. And if you've not managed to finish the exercise for ism, it's good time to just do it, because after today's class, I'll roll out the test as we decided. The first test on ism. It is only going to cover ism. Not very difficult test, to be very honest. It's okay. And you have the entire week. You have the entire week to do the test. So I'll probably close it by Friday sometime. So feel free to open the books. Feel free to research. Feel free to find answers. Feel free to read the test first before you want to solve it. Absolutely fine. It's absolutely open test. So because the purpose is not to evaluate you, purpose is to give you this opportunity to actually bring everything together, study and bring everything together, and see how well you have done. Okay, so you are your own examiner or evaluator. So we're not going to evaluate you or score the test or anything like that. We'll just give you some recommendation. Okay, if you have answered this much, then probably you are good. If you answer less than this, you need to put a bit more effort and things like that. Okay, so this should be it should be okay. Okay, so inshallah, I will start the class now. Those of you who have joined, welcome to the class. Those who haven't joined and would watch the recording, welcome to the recording. I hope your lectures are going well. Please don't give up. Please do keep listening, keep doing the best you can. There always comes time in the middle where you feel it's getting too much and I just cannot do it. It's simply too much. It's very difficult. But you can say all of that. If we say all of that, that's fine. But this is our opinion, right? And but Allah's promise is different. Allah says, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. I've made this Quran easy for you to understand. So is there anyone who wants to understand it? So so Allah is making this promise 3 times in Surah Qamar. Okay, 3 times, same promise. So either we trust the promise of Allah or we trust our opinion. That's how we should be thinking. So don't give up. Don't give up. Even if you have to go back and revise many basic stuff, it's fine. That's why the recordings are there for. Just do your best. You just don't want to go from this world not trying. Okay? Just keep on trying. Just don't give up. Okay, good. Let me share my screen. As always, if you join the class, please drop a message. Inshallah, I will know, and I will start the class, inshallah. Okay. Good. So soon you should be able to see my screen, as always. So what we will do is we'll start the study of fair. The study of fair. Okay. Study of fair. We call fail. All right. Okay. So what we have done so far in terms of fail. So what is a fail? Let's do a quick revision. What is a fail? What is a fail? Fail is a word that is stuck in time. It's a word that is stuck in time. Yes, it's a word that is stuck in time. What that means is, that means it can either exist, it can exist only in past tense, present tense, and a future tense. Okay, it only exists in past tense, present tense, and future tense. That is why it is stuck in time. A fail in the past cannot be in the present. The fail in the present cannot be in the future. Yes, it's a word that is stuck in time. Okay, what is fail composed of? What is a fail composed of? Okay. Okay. In other words, the same question can be asked: how is it different from the verb of English? From the verb of English. How is it different from the verb of English? This is another way of asking the same question. Okay. How is the fail in Arabic different from the verb of English? Okay. Okay. The verb in English. The verb of English. The verb of English. Okay. What is the verb of English? The verb of English gives you verb in English is equal to action, effectively, isn't it? Verb is equal to an action. This is the verb of English. Verb is equal to action. Okay. So what does it convey you? It conveys you that it tells you, it conveys you the action. Let me just put it that way. It conveys the action. It does not convey the doer of the action, meaning who does the action. It does not tell you who does the action. It only conveys you the action, right? That's what the verb of English is. Yes, that's what we did. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah, Imran. That's what we did yesterday. So verb of English is equal to an action. Okay, it conveys you the action, and it does not tell you whatever written. It does not tell you. It does not tell you the doer of an action. Okay, so that's what we need to keep in mind. So, for example, some examples. Let's take some examples. Okay, examples. Examples could be: girl runs fast. Okay, or boy hits a ball. Okay, he eats an apple, and so on. Okay, all of these. If you ask me to put the verb, highlight the verb, I will be highlighting runs. I will be highlighting hit. I would be highlighting eat, eats, and so on. Right. So that these are the verbs in English. Verbs in English. So I would not be highlighting the girl, because girl is a noun in English. It's not part of the verb. Verb just tells you the action, right? That's the English verb. Okay. Now, let's try to understand the verb, the fi'l in Arabic. Fi'l in Arabic. Arabic. Okay. The formula of the fi'l in Arabic. The fi'l is equal to action plus doer of action, right? So fi'l is equal to action plus the doer of action. So in the Arabic language, the fi'l does communicate the doer of the action, okay? So what does this tell you compared to the verb in English? The fi'l of Arabic, it conveys the action, just like the one in verb, okay? And it it also conveys the doer of the action. The doer of the action. Okay? It also conveys the doer of the action. You see the difference? That's the major difference. So the fail also conveys you the doer of the action in addition to the action, whereas the verb in English does not. Okay? So what can we conclude from this? So what can we conclude from this? Okay? So what we can conclude is the fi'l is greater than the verb of English. Okay, that's the conclusion. The fail is greater than the verb of English. It's not equal to a verb. Okay, just like noun is not equal to an ism, similarly, the fail is not equal to a verb. Okay. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This is important. Okay, whenever we use fails in Arabic, it is going to be greater than verb. If I just take the same example, just for your sake, if I just copy the same examples here, so we are completely clear. Okay. So in this case, in the case of fi'l, I would be highlighting girl runs, boy hits, like this. I would be doing boy hits. This is going to be full fi'l, okay? Not just runs or girl, okay? Because I need to also specify the doer of an action. He eats. This is the fi'l in Arabic language. He eats, okay? So it is going to convey the action and the doer of the action too. Okay, just keep that in mind. Okay, good. So now that we have done it, so what are the forms of fails? That's what I want to understand compared to what we know in English normally. The fail exists in two forms. Okay, the fail exists in two forms in Arabic language. Okay, in Arabic language. The first form is the past tense form, past tense, and the second form is present slash future. It is one form for present and future. Okay, one form for present and future. In English, you have three forms: past tense, present tense, and future tense, right? So in Arabic, the future and the present can be represented by the same form of fi'l. Okay, so the context tells you if it is talking future or is it talking present. Okay, you will deduce that from the context, but they're effectively just two forms of fi'l: past tense and present and future tense. So from now on, whenever I say present tense, you should already assume it's also future tense. Okay, so you should assume it's also future tense. Past tense is a past tense, something that happened already, right? Present tense is today, or future is what's going to happen in the future. So when I say present tense, it means in Arabic also the future tense. Okay, so it's the same form. So we need to learn these two forms. Okay. Another fact about fi'l that we just did very quickly yesterday. Because the fi'l because the fi'l tells us the action plus doer of an action. Therefore, it is a full-blown sentence. Therefore, it is a full sentence on its own. Therefore, a fi'l is a full sentence on its own. Keep that in mind, okay? Whereas an independent ism is not a full sentence, as you have learned. So for a full sentence in ism, you need a mubtada, you need a khabar, and you need a muta'alliq bil khabar. Or for fragment, you need another ism to just have some sort of relationship, like a mawsuf sifa, like a nidafa, and so on. But a fi'l in itself is a full sentence. If you, it gives you the action and the doer of an action. Okay. So this sentence, this fi'l based sentence, this fi'l based sentence is called, as you would imagine, jumla fi'liya. Yeah? Jumla fi'liya. Okay. This is called jumla fi'liya. So when we did the sentences, I briefly touched upon that there are two types of sentences in Arabic language. One is the ism-based sentence, and one is the other one is the fi'l-based sentences. So these are the second category of sentences. We'll do that. This is not what I'm going to do now. I'm just giving you this information that when you see a single fi'l, it's a full-blown jumla fi'liya. It's a full-blown sentence in its own right. Okay, and we will do some examples, inshallah. Okay, just now. Okay, I'll tell you how it is, how it works, inshallah. Good. So if we are good with this, if you don't have any question, if you have any questions, please pop in the questions. I will inshallah answer them. If you're good with this, let me just move on to the first segment of the fi'l. Okay. So what we are going to start with, we're going to start with the past tense fi'ls. Probably I need the new page. A new page. Wait a second. Okay, so we'll start with the past tense. Jazakallah Imran. So I'll start with the past tense fi'l. Past tense, which is called fi'l madi. Fi'l madi. Okay? It's called fi'l madi, past tense. Okay, fi'l madi. So, and I will introduce to you what are the forms of fi'l madi, how different fi'l madis, past tense fi'l exist, representing different types of doers. So I need to make a chart here. Okay, so bear with me. Let me just insert something here. I need to make a chart here. I need to align it centrally. Center aligned. Okay, I need to do. All right. Okay. So just like you have seen in the ism has a singular form, pair form, and a plural form. And you have also seen that that the pronouns had a singular form, pair form, or plural form. The pointers had a singular form, pair form, or plural form. Just like that, a fi'l would also have singular, pair, and plural. So that's what I'm going to do here. It's a plural, pair, and singular. Okay. Form of fi'l. Okay. Plural, pair, and singular, or singular, pair, and plural. Okay. Forms of fi'l. Okay. And because every fi'l comes with a doer, it does not only, as I said, conveys the action, it also conveys the doer. That doer by default is a pronoun. Okay. That doer is by default is a pronoun. Every fi'l has a hidden pronoun inside it. Okay, so every fi'l has a hidden pronoun inside it. So if we just pick up the basic pronouns that we know, the first one we studied was huwa, and we said huma, huwa, huma, and hum. Okay, let me just pick these three first. Huwa, huma, and hum. Okay, so for a huwa, there is going to be one form of a fi'l. For huma, there is going to be another form of fi'l. And for whom, there's going to be third form of fi'l. Okay, and inshallah, I'll tell you these from in few seconds now. Okay, so what I'm telling you here is fail also exists in singular, pair, and plural form, and every fail comes with an inside pronoun by default. Let me just write the statement here. uh, every sorry, every fail exists in singular, pair, and plural form, and every fail has a hidden pronoun, inside it by default. Okay, this hidden pronoun is the doer. This hidden pronoun is the doer by default. Okay. This is the message I'm giving you here. Okay, every fail exists in a singular, pair, and plural form. Every fail has a hidden pronoun inside it, and this hidden pronoun is effectively the doer. Okay, and I'm going to use a template word. Okay, we will use template word for fail. Construction of fail would be template word that we're going to use is nasr. Noon, Sod, and Ra, which I introduced to you yesterday. Okay, Noon, Sod, and Ra. Okay, that's a word. Okay, and I will explain that to you. Okay, let me just say nasara. Nasara is a template word. Okay? Now let's construct this chart. I want us to construct this chart, and we're going to talk about the first version of the fail, the first form of the fail. How would you use this template word to construct the hua form of the past tense fail? Hua form of the past tense fail. Hua form of the past tense fail is exactly what I've written above. Nasara. Okay. Nasara. Now, when you look at Nasara, look closely. When you look at Nasara, what you should be looking at is the ending. Okay. What you should be looking at is the ending. This one. Oh, let me just try to color code this if I can. So the fatha on the ra, is what I'm looking at right now. Okay. I cannot color code it for some reason. Okay. So for the past tense, it's important that you color code, not the color code. You just look at the ending, not the entire word. Effectively, the ending tells you what form of fail is it, which pronoun is hidden inside it. The ending is a reflection of the inside doer. Okay, the hidden pronoun. In this case, I cannot color code for some reason. So let's leave it like that. In this case, the fatha on the ra. The fatha on the ra tells me this is hua. Okay, the fatha on the ra tells me it is hua. The first two, noon and sod, can fluctuate. You would find fail in which the first two harakas could be different. Okay, could be different. It could be fatha, it could be kasra sometimes, but the ending haraka would always be fatha in case of past tense hua. Okay, so the way we want to remember is right now is we call it like hua nasara, because I want to link hua to nasara. Okay, so that's how we need to remember it. So we're looking at the ending of the fail. Okay, hua nasara. Then we go to huma and we see how this differentiates from huma. So the ending is going to change because of huma as well, because it's the ending that tells you what is the hidden pronoun. Okay, so it's going to become nasara. It's a stretch. It's a subtle difference. It's a very subtle difference. Okay, it's a stretch with an alif. It's a stretch with an alif. Nasara, like that. Okay, it's a stretch with an alif. Wait a second. I'm not sure why I cannot highlight this. to make it easy for you, but it's very bothering me. Anyway, okay, don't want to waste time on that. Okay, so huwa nasara, hum nasara. It's a stretch. So when you pronounce it, when you read it in the Quran, when you say nasara, you're saying he helped. Nasara means help. He helped. Effectively means he helped. Let me write it here. Okay. Nasara means he helped. He helped. Why he helped? Because it has a hidden pronoun inside it, not just help, not just the action. And why helped? Because it's past tense. It's not he helps or he is helping. No, it's he helped. It's a past tense, okay? And it has a hidden pronoun inside it. The ending tells me it's huwa. Nasara is the fatha on the ra is a huwa ending. Okay, so nasara is he helped. Nasara is going to be for huma. So if I have to translate this, if I have to translate this, what would I call it? What would I call it? So if nasara is he helped, okay. What would be nasara in your opinion? Any ideas? Anything you want to throw on me here? Just give it a shot. Whatever you think. Because huma is what? How would you translate huma? Huma is they both. No, not just they. They both. Right? They both. It's a pair. So you're gonna say they both. They both helped. They both helped. Let me just change the alignment so it's okay. Okay. They both helped. Yes. So because of the huma, you know it's they both. Because of the huma, okay? You're looking at the ending. You're looking at the ending. The ra and alif tells you it's huma. Okay? The ra and alif tells you it's huma. So huwa nasara, huma nasara. Huwa nasara, huma nasara. So nasara means he helped. Nasara means they both helped. And these are very subtle differences. And that's why tajweed is important. When you recite nasara, it's nasara. When you recite nasara, it's a stretch. And if you don't stretch, you change the meaning of a sentence. Okay? You change the meaning of a sentence. That's why the tajweed is very important. Okay, so you should recite it properly because then you're changing the meaning otherwise. Okay, so huwa nasara, huma nasara, and then there is hum. It will change the ending again. It's gonna become nasaru, nasaru, nasaru. Okay, huwa nasara, hum nasaru, hum nasaru, and because hum means they. It's a plural. We would say it's they helped. They helped. Okay? They helped. Huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru. Okay? Hum nasaru. What I want us to do is I want us to say it a few times so we are quite comfortable with it. I'm gonna lighten the pronouns so you have more emphasis on the fi'l. Okay? And then we move forward, inshallah. So let's say it 5 times, inshallah. Don't worry about who's watching you, as always. Don't worry about this. Let's do it because we need to have this on our mind, inshallah. Okay. So huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru. 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 One last time. Huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru. Okay. So let me color code the pronouns as well. So you know these pronouns are coming from the pronouns, right? And the fail in itself is black. Okay. So you see the linkage. Nasara, Nasara, Nasaru. I'll give you 30 seconds to just go through this before I move forward. Don't want to overload you. Before I give you that 30 seconds, this is what we're talking about. Let me merge the cells here. We're talking about masculine third person, isn't it? We're talking about third person masculine. Masculine. These are the third person masculine fails. Okay? Third person masculine fails. So I'll give you 30 seconds, inshallah. Just read it in your own mind, and we'll inshallah go through it again in the future. Good, take your time. All right. So good. So huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru. Okay. You effectively have to memorize kind of the first six, and then for the next six, I'll give you a tip that will make it very easy for you. You can derive them very easily. In fact, you have to do 6 or 7 or 8 memorization. That's it. 3 of them you have done it already, inshallah. So there are about 5 remaining, which you will do, inshallah, as well. And then we go there. Just one point that I do want to mention here is, so what you have learned in the isms, don't apply them to fi'l. So fi'ls do not have those 4 properties. I mentioned that yesterday too, but just so we know and we are aligned, the fi'ls do not have status, number, gender, and type. They don't. You could argue, okay, they have a number, fine, singular, pair, and plural, but effectively, this number is not the property of a fi'l as such, the way it was in the ism, right? It's a characteristic, yes. Fi'l has to address the singular, pair, and plural, but you cannot apply those concepts. The fi'l would not have those fragments with it. For example, the fi'l would not be an idafa. It won't be a mawsuf sifa. It won't be a harf of jar or a harf of nasab. These are all ism concepts. Okay, the flexibility of the fi'l. Flexibility was all about finding the status, right? When the fi'l does not have a status, it cannot be rafa, nasab, or jar. So you don't need to worry about flexibility, right? So fi'l in itself is a completely new topic. Okay, so don't apply those things to fi'l. Okay, don't apply those things to fi'l. Okay. Good. Let's move on, inshallah. Let's move on. Now, the next 3 pronouns were here, and then we had huma, and then we had hum again. Okay? Here, huma, hum. First we had hua, huma, hum, and we had here, not here, huma, hum, here, huma, hunna. Hunna. Okay? Here, huma, hunna. Okay? Then we had here, huma, hunna. So we are going to do these pronouns now. Okay? So how does the form of fi'l looks like in these pronouns? How does the form of fi'l looks like in these pronouns? As you know that when it comes to feminine, there is a specific letter. Yes, thank you, Imran. I made a mistake at that point. And when it comes to feminine, there is a tha element to it, right? So we tend to introduce tha in Arabic. So that's going to happen here as well. So what you have above is nasara for huwa. For here, you're going to have nasarta. Okay? You're going to have, not nasarta, nasarata. You just take the nasara from top, Just take the nasara from top. I'm just trying to give you some logic as much as I can. Oh, sorry, and it's not ta, it's a ta with sukun. Nasarat. I'm saying different, I'm writing different. Sorry about that. So when you just take the nasara from top and you put the ta with a sukun on top of it. Okay? Nasarat. Hiya nasarat. Hiya nasarat would translate to she helped. She helped. And here what you're looking at effectively is a fatha plus ta. It's a fatha plus ta ending. This is the ending you're looking at. This is the ending you're looking at. Here you were just looking at the raw, just the raw. Okay? And here in this case you're looking at the fatha plus ta. Above, let me just highlight them as well if it is working now for some reason. Okay, nasaru. These are the endings you're looking at, right? For these fails to identify the hidden pronouns. So hiya nasarat, hiya nasarat. Okay, so you just took the nasara and you effectively put the ta in front with a sukun on it, and it became she helped. She helped. Okay. You took the same thing for the huma. For the huma version, you took the same. You say first take the nasara. You first take the nasara. Nasara. Okay, but then you come back and you put a ta here. Then you come back and you put a ta before the alif. Okay, nasarata. Nasarata. Okay, that is the feminine huma. That is the feminine huma. Okay, it means they both helped, but in this case it's feminine. Yes, in the case above it was masculine. Yes, nasarata. Nasarata, and what you're effectively looking at is this ending. Okay, nasarata, ra, ta, and alif. Hiya nasarat, huma nasarata. Hiya nasarat, huma nasarata. Hiya nasarat, huma nasarata. Okay. And the last one is for hunna, which is where you take the nasara the way you normally do, but because there is a noon element here, it's hunna, so the fail also introduces this noon element here, right? It also introduces this noon element. It says nasarna, nasarna. There's a sukoon on the ra. There's a sukoon on the ra. Okay. There is a sukoon on the ra. So what you're effectively looking at is this ending. Not just this, but I cannot color code it. Again, some problem. Okay, so this is just it's the sukoon on the ra and the noon, right? So it means they helped, but this time, of course, feminine because it's hunna. Okay, because it's hunna. And this is where we're talking about the third person feminine. Third person feminine. Third person feminine. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna. Hunna nasarna. Hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna. So the hidden pronouns are just like before. Okay, they both, and they helped, and she helped, and so on. Okay, so let's recite this 5 times together. Just the last line first, and then we move on to the full chart and we recite them together again, inshallah. Okay, so Bismillah. Hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna. 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 Okay, so let's do the full chart once. These are the 6 major ones, and there are 2 additional ones that I need to tell you that you need to just memorize, and then we are good. Then we are good. The remaining you will just derive very logically. Okay, very logically. I'll tell you how to derive logically. Okay, so inshallah, let's do it 5 times together. All of these six, keeping in mind the pronoun, and also the number, the singular pair and the plural, of course. And if you cannot say it out loud with your mind right now, it's just fine. It's just fine. They will come, inshallah. Okay, just you can look at the chart and do it. So, huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru, hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna. Huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru, hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna. Huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru, hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna. Huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru, hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna. One last time. Huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru, hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to just absorb this. Take 1 minute, absorb this in your mind as much as you can. Take your time. Okay. Okay, so we don't have enough space on this page, and I want this to be on the same page. Let me just reduce the font size a little bit so we can do all of this on the same page. Okay. Should be fine. Okay, good. So I hope this should be enough. Okay, good. So good. So I hope you got a chance to just go through it a little bit in your own time. So I know memorization is always a bit challenging. I understand that, but this will become part of your daily routine, and it will come on your fingertips, just like the Muslim chart, just like the pronoun chart, and all that stuff. So inshallah, this will also become very natural as we go along. So what I want to do now is I want to take you to a different pronoun first, instead of doing the ones, the anta, antuma, antum. I just want to take you to different pronouns first. So we have anta here. So anta, we have anta, then we have antuma, right? We have antuma is what we need to do, all of them. Antuma, antum, anta, antuma, antum. We do all of that, and we come to that. I just don't want to do it first. I just want to give you the other ones first, because these ones are very easy. This is anti, antuma, antunna, antuma, antunna, antunna. And then we had this ana, nahnu. Ana and nahnu. We had this nahnu. Okay, so let me just merge these cells. Cool. Good. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I'm going to skip this. These ones are, as you know, second person masculine. The second person masculine. Then these ones are second person feminine. I will give you a logic for all of these, so you will only derive this very quickly. Okay, that's why I'm skipping this. I'm just giving you the first ones that you really need to keep in mind in terms of memorization. Okay, second person feminine. So we get over with the memorization first, and then we do the other ones. And this is the first person. Okay, first person. Okay. So I'll jump on to the first persons first. Okay, first person first. So first person is very similar to the nasarat, the nasarat, because it also has a ta ending, but the harakas are different. When you look at the ana, you would see it is nasartu. It's nasartu. It's a sukoon plus ta and dhamma. It's a sukoon plus ta and dhamma. Nasartu. Okay. Nasartu. Ana nasartu. It's a sukoon on the ra, and then there is a dhamma on the ta. That's what we are looking at. It means I helped. I helped. Okay? I helped. I helped. Ana nasartu. Ana nasartu. Okay? So you can derive it if you just remember that it looks exactly the same like hiya, but the last two harakas are different. The sukoon from the ta comes, the sukoon that is on the ta with hiya comes on the ra. Okay? And the ta takes the dhamma. Okay? The ta takes the dhamma. So that's what you need to remember. That's it. Okay? So ana nasartu. Ana nasartu. That's what we are talking about. Okay? And nahnu is also very simple. It has the same structure just like ana up to ra. Okay? Only the ending is different. There is a noon element in nahnu, therefore the noon element here as well. So it's gonna be nasar, just like that, nasar with the sukoon, but noon alif na instead of noon and fatha. Don't confuse it with the hunna. Hunna also is like nasarna, but the nahnu is nasarna. There is a stretch. It's a sukoon plus ra. It's a sukoon plus ra. Okay, don't confuse it. It's a sukoon plus ra we after. Here it's a sukoon plus noon with fatha. Okay, it's a sukoon plus noon alif you're after in nahnu. Okay, it's nahnu nasarna. Ana nasartu. Nahnu nasarna. Ana nasartu. Nahnu nasarna. And that will translate to we helped. We helped. Okay. In this case, this we is going to be a pronoun coming from the nahnu, hidden pronoun. And in the ana case, I is the pronoun which is hidden. So you see, all the time we are doing the translation, we're doing the translation with the doer, with the pronoun, never without it. Okay. So fi'il in Arabic, as I said before, has a hidden door inside. We just need to decode it. And the way we decode it is by looking at the ending in case of a past tense. Okay? We look at the ending in case of past tense. Okay? So you need to memorize these 8. You need to memorize these 8. The remaining 6 you will be able to deduce. Okay? I'll give you the logic to that. Okay? You'll be able to deduce them without memorization. Effectively, you need to memorize these 8. Okay? So ana nasartu, nahnu nasarna. Ana nasartu, nahnu nasarna. Ana nasartu, nahnu nasarna. There's a stretch. It's hunna nasarna and nahnu nasarna. There's a stretch, right? So just keep that in mind. So I'll give you another 30 seconds to just take a look at these 8, and then I'll give you, inshallah, the remaining 6. Okay. Excellent. So we've done the major 8 ones, which are, I mean, all are major, but the ones that we really had to memorize. Okay. Now the remaining 6, the second person masculine and the second person feminine, are very easy, and you can derive them without any problems. I'll give you the first one, and you will, inshallah, derive all the rest yourself, inshallah. Okay. Okay. So huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru, hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna, ana nasartu, nahnu nasarna. Okay. Now, if you're clear with that, let's go here. Let's come here and just develop the drive the other ones. Okay. So anta, antuma, antum. Anta, antuma, antum. Okay, it's very easy. What you need to do effectively, what you need to do is you have to take the nasr, you have to write the basic structure. You have to say nasr with ra and the sukun. Okay, with ra and the sukun. That's what you do, and that goes for every one of them. Anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antum. Okay, that's the basic structure. Okay, this is the basic structure that exists in ana. This is the basic structure that exists in nahnu, and you also have this basic structure in nasarna, right? So starting from nasarna, this basic structure starts. You have noon, swad, and ra has a sakun. Okay, all the way up to the end of the chart. Okay, that's something you need to keep in mind. As soon as you know this basic structure, you write this basic structure. Now you need to derive the ending of anta. You need to derive the ending of anta. What you need to do, you just need to skip the hamza and noon. Skip the hamza and noon, and whatever remains, add in the end. Whatever remains, add in the end. So if it is anta and I skip al hamza and the noon, what is remaining? It's the ta with the fatha, isn't it? The ta with the fatha that's remaining. So I'm going to say it's nasarta. I'm going to say it's nasarta, meaning you helped. You helped. It's a pretty simple derivation, right? If you know the pronoun, you need to just skip hamza and noon and just put all the rest in front of the basic structure, which is nasar. Okay, nasarta. Yes. Okay, that's pretty easy. You don't need to memorize it, really. You need to understand it. So the basic structure is nasar, noon, sod, and ra with a sukun. And then you take the pronoun and you skip the hamza and noon part. And this hamza and noon part exists everywhere in anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, right? So you just skip the hamza and noon part, and the remaining structure you add add in the end, and that's your past tense form. That's your past tense form. If you have understood this, can you help me derive? Can you help me derive the antuma? Can you help me derive the antuma? Do you think you know antuma? The past tense form of antuma. Well, what do you think would it be? What do you think would it be? Just give it a shot. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, really. I simply don't care right now, but it's just give it a shot. What do you think it would be? Antuma. Okay. So you first take the basic structure. Yes. You first take the basic structure. Nasar. Okay. Take the basic structure. Nasar. Then you go to the pronoun. You're looking at the pronoun antuma. Okay. And when you look at the pronoun, you know that you need to skip what? Hamza and noon. You need to skip the hamza and noon. Therefore, you end up with ta and mim and alif, right? You skip the hamza and noon here. You skip the hamza and noon here. So you end up with tuma. You end up with tuma. So you say tuma here. Nasar tuma. Okay? Nasar tuma. Okay? It's easy derivation. Nothing special. Okay? And for this ending, you're looking at the sukoon and the ta. With fatha here, you're looking at the sukoon and tuma, right? Sukoon and tuma. This would translate to you both helped. Masculine. Okay, of course. Masculine. All right. Going forward, I think it's easy now to derive the antuma, antum as well. So you take the basic structure, nasar, nasar, and then you skip the hamza and noon, and you end and you add whatever is remaining from the pronoun. It's tum, nasartum, it's nasartum, and then you're looking at the sukoon and the tum. And you're looking at the sukoon and the tum. This would mean you helped. It's plural, of course. It's plural. Right? Let's go on. Let's go on with the anti. Anti is going to be just like this. It's the same derivation. Nothing to memorize really. You just take the basic structure. You take the basic structure, nasar, and you skip hamza and noon, and you add whatever is remaining. Fi, nasar fi. Okay? Take the basic structure, and then you add the ending of the remains from the pronoun. Okay, nasarti. Nasarti would mean, as you would imagine, you helped, but feminine in this case, of course. You helped, but feminine in this case. Okay. Antuma is again the same, taking the basic structure and then skipping the hamza and the noon and adding whatever is remaining, which is tuma. It becomes, becomes antuma, nasartuma, and this in this case you're looking at the ending, which is the sukoon and tuma ending, and then this translates to you both helped, but feminine this time. Okay. Last but not least, we take the basic structure again. Nasar, and then we skip the hamza and noon, and then we add whatever is remaining. It's tunna. The tunna remains, right? Tunna. Nasartunna. Nasartunna. So in this case, you're looking at the sukoon and the tunna ending. Sukoon and the tunna ending. And then you say you helped, but of course, feminine plural. Okay? Feminine plural. Any questions on this? Any questions, any concerns, anything bothering? I know it's a big chart. I know it's a big chart, and it's a bit scary as well at times, really, but it becomes easy. It becomes easy, I can tell you. Okay? It becomes easy. It is easy, and you will be able to, inshallah, get hold of it. So pronouns, let me just maintain the color coding we are doing, so when you read it in your own time at home, you know. So all of these pronouns are hidden inside these fi'ils. All of these pronouns are hidden inside these fi'ils. Okay? And you find those pronouns by looking at the endings. By looking at the endings. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to give you some time to just read this chart with me 3-4 times or 5 times, and then I'm going to give you some time to just get hold of this in your own time in about 1 or 2 minutes, and then we jump on to the practice. And when we do the practice, inshallah, this will help you. It will help you a lot. Okay? So let's recite this chart, inshallah, loudly and clearly with the pronoun, and see where we go. All of it. Okay, inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru, hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna, anta nasarta, antuma nasartuma, antum nasartum, anti nasarti, antuma nasartuma, antunna nasartunna, ana nasartu, nahnu nasarna, huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru, hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna, anta nasarta, antuma nasartuma, antum nasartum, anti nasarti, antuma nasartuma, antunna nasartunna, ana nasartu, nahnu nasarna. Huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru, hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna, anta nasarta, antuma nasartuma, antum nasartum, anti nasarti, antuma nasartuma, antunna nasartunna, ana nasartu, nahnu nasarna. Good. Excellent, excellent. So you would be reciting it without a pronoun in the future, inshallah. We won't be saying huwa nasara, and you will be saying nasara, nasara, nasaru, nasarat, nasarata, nasarna. Nasarta, nasartuma, nasartum, nasarti, nasartuma, nasartunna, nasartu, nasarna. That's how you're going to be saying it, inshallah, very soon, without the pronoun, because you would know what pronoun is inside. Right now, I'm asking you to read it with a pronoun, so it gets embraced. It really gets stoned in your mind, that this is the pronoun inside it. Okay, so take about 15 minutes. Oh, not sorry, 15 minutes. They take about a minute or two to just revise this chart, and kindly give me one if you're okay so far. Give me one if you're okay so far, and then take some time to just go through this chart in your time, 1 or 2 minutes, and inshallah we'll jump onto the practice afterwards. Okay, so give me one if you're fine. Sorry, that was me. Okay, great. So I hope you got a chance to just go through this in your own time. What I want to do is I want to just take you to the practice a little bit and do an exercise in the class. Inshallah, we still have 20 minutes. So if you do this exercise, I will, inshallah, I'm sure that you will get a bit more used to this. If you're worried that it's a bit too complicated, don't be. It's not. Trust me on this. Just like you've trusted throughout this course, it is going to become business as usual for you, normal for you, and inshallah you will have all of that in your fingertips. So keep the chart in front of you. If you have difficulty doing it from your mind, that's absolutely fine. What I'll do now is I'll go on to your notes. In your notes on your page number 33, your notes on your page number 33, all of this chart is given here on the page number 33. So what we have done here is mentioned here. Okay, so everything is here. So I would also send you the notes that I've prepared, of course, but you have this in your notes already. So please use this chart and make sure that you memorize this chart, especially the first 6 and the last 2, especially the first 6 and the last 2. Let me give you this. So you need to memorize. The first 6 and the last 2. These ones. This is what you really have to memorize. Okay. You need to memorize these, and Also the last two. The reason I'm saying this is because you can only remember this by memorization. The remaining six that we have, you can do by derivation. Okay, you can derive them with the trick that I've given you. So memorize these six, this eight, as much as you can, and for the rest, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, you have the logic. Okay, you have the way to derive what we effectively can do. Okay, with them. So you skip the hamza and noon, and then you add whatever is remaining in the end. Okay. So in the next exercise on page number 34, what we have to do is effectively take a look at these fi'ls or af'als in Arabic, af'als, and find out what is the hidden pronoun inside them. What is the hidden pronoun inside them? This is what we need to do, and I need your help with this if you can. Okay, so this will help you. If you want, just keep the table open in front of you. Okay, keep the open in front of you, and inshallah, inshallah, it should be fine. Okay. So Imran, you're saying day 8. I don't get what you mean. Day 8. What are you trying to say? Sorry. Day 8. Okay, so I'm sure there's a lag. So when I receive your message, I'll continue with that. So what we need to do is in this exercise, identify the hidden pronoun. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to look at this qultum. I'm going to look at this qultum, and I'm looking at the ending. Okay, I'm looking at the ending. I told you nasara. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, exactly. So I'm more interested in the pronoun right now. Yes, you're right. It's antum, and I want to give the way you process it as well. And I'm sure you already know. But what you're looking at is the ending, right? This part. Sorry, not this part. You're looking at the sukoon and the tum, right? Sukoon and the tum. So this tells you this tum comes from by removing the al hamza and noon, right? So it's gonna be antum. It's gonna be antum. Okay, antum. Then you move on, nafaqu. Nafaqu. What is nafaqu? What are you looking at? You're looking at the ending. You're looking at the ending here. Which ending is this? Which ending is this? Nafaqu. Nafaqu. We have done an ending where we have a u ending in the fi'l, right? So this maps to the hum version, exactly. Nasaru. It maps to the nasaru version, which is the home form, of the past tense. Okay, so you're looking at the home form of the past tense, and try to use the Arabic pronoun as much as you can. So when we translate it, we'll translate it as, of course, they, but the pronoun is hum, right? It's hum inside it. So this ending tells me it's hum inside it. So skip. I've jumped to 3 directly. Let me go to 2 now. Okay. So arda'at, arda'at. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the sukoon on the ta, and I'm looking at the haraka on the last letter. Ain with the fatha and the sukoon. Where does it map in the chart? Does it sound similar to nasarat? Which is here? Yes, it is here. Okay, sounds similar to nasarat. And you see, I'm ignoring the beginning completely. So we did the nasara. Yes, we did the nasara, and it was nasara, nasarat, and so on. And the beginnings and the middle could be fluctuating, but the ending is important, right? We need to understand the ending. Once we understand the ending, we will be able to identify it. Okay, we'll be able to identify it, inshallah. Okay. Then we have this ja'alna. Ja'alna. What am I looking at? I'm looking at this ending. Sukoon plus na. There were two past tense forms with na. There was one na and there was one na. with the stretch. Okay, when we talked about hunna, we said it's nasarna, and when we said nahnu, we said it's nasarna with a stretch. You can go on and look at the table. So this is going to be a nahnu ending. This is going to be a nahnu. The hidden pronoun is nahnu. Okay, yes, exactly, correct. The hidden pronoun is nahnu. So if you look at this ending, you'll be able to decode it, inshallah. Okay. Number 5, tawallaytum should be very easy. Tawallaytum. So I'm looking at the ending. I'm looking at the ending. Tawallaytum. I'm not getting nervous because of the complex beginning with the shadda and I don't know whatnot, right? So I'm just looking at the ending right now. So it tells me this is going to be a pronoun which is antum. Correct. It's going to be antum. Okay, it's antum. Now, if it is feminine or if it is masculine, sorry, it's antum, not antuma. So, in case of antuma, let's say if it is masculine or feminine, it would be known by the context. Okay. Now, khalaqna is just like the ja'alna we did above. Khalaqna is just like the ja'alna we did above. We're looking at the nahnu here. Okay, looking at the nahnu here. Okay. Number 7, ushribu. Ushribu. Now look, it starts with a dhamma, and then there is a sukoon, and then there is a kasra, and then we're looking at the ending. We're looking at the ending. Okay, where does it map? Ushribu. U ending. It's u ending. Nasara, nasara, nasaru. Okay. Ushriba, ushriba, ushribu. Okay, you would construct the same fi'l like that. Ushriba, ushriba, ushribu, just like nasaru. Okay, it's gonna be hum. It's gonna be hum. It's the third person plural masculine. It's u ending. There's only one fi'l that has a vaw and alif ending, right? It's a vaw and alif ending in the past tense. It's hum. That's usually easy. Usually easy. Okay, it's hum ending. Okay. Number 8, we have 3 af'al here. We have 3 af'als here. Okay. So first one is ahtazzat. Ahtazzat. When you look at the zal, and there is a shadda, there are effectively 2 zals. Effectively 2 zals. First one with the fatha, the second one with the sukoon. Okay? First one with the fatha and the second one with the sukoon. Normally, when they merge together, they could be different, of course. When they merge together, they take a fatha, they take a shadda. Okay. So the ruling I said, the first with the fatha, the second is sukoon, is not a rule, right? It's just something I told you now, just to make you clear this concept. But when you look at the shadda, it should not confuse you. Okay, it should not confuse you. So it's a fatha and the sukoon. It's like nasarat. It's like nasarat. It gives you this hiya ending. It's a hiya ending. It's like nasarat ending. There's a fatha and then there's a sukoon. Okay, that's what we are talking about. There's a fatha and then there's a sukoon. Okay, then you go and you find rabat. Then you another find fatha and then you find a sukoon on a ta. Right? This is another hiya. This is another hiya. It's like nasarat. Nasarat. Then you have anbatat. The third one, anbatat. There's a fatha and then there's a sukoon on ta again. This is another hiya. All of these are hiyas. Hidden pronouns are hiyas. Okay? Okay. Let's move on. Inshallah. Akrartum. أقررتم. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at the ending, right? It's a sukoon with the tum. It's a sukoon with the tum, and I know this tum is derived from antum. It's the sukoon. This tum is derived from antum. Okay, and what I did was we skipped the alif, hamza, and noon, and we skipped this part, and then we took whatever was remaining and we added in the end, and we had the basic structure where the entire fails comes, and in the end we have a sukoon, right? The basic structure plus it's antum, right? Khasira, khasira, khasira. This should be simple. It's very simple. We know nasara. Nasara had a fatha all over the place, but in this case there's a kasra in the middle. But am I worried about it? No, I'm not worried about it because I don't look at the middle and the beginning yet. Okay, I just look at the ending to identify the hidden pronoun. So because I'm looking at this ra with a fatha, I know it's huwa. I know it's huwa. Okay. Okay. Then we go along and say tilka ummatun kad khalat. Kad khalat. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at a ta. As soon as I look at a ta, almost 3 to 4 ofals should come in my mind. Hiya is nasarat. Then we have anta, which is nasarat, nasarta. Then we have anti, which is nasarti. And then we have ana, which is nasartu. Okay, ta, ti, tu is with anta, anti, and ana. Right? The only one with the sukoon on the ta is here. The only one with the sukoon on the ta is here. And it has a fatha in the last letter. Okay? It's khalat. This is a here form. This is a here form of the fail. Correct. It's a here form of the fail. Haqqa. Haqqa. I'm looking at the ending. I'm looking at the ending. Okay? So I'm looking at the ending. So all it may look like a two-letter fail, but effectively it's like haqqa, qaf and qaf. It's like this. It's a sukoon and there is a fatha in the end. If you break it down, when you merge it together, it becomes like this. Okay, haqqa, haqqa. So effectively, you're looking at a fatha in the end. Okay, looking at a fatha in the end that tells you it's a huwa form. Tells you it's a huwa form. And in any way, if you try to apply this form to any other form that you know in the chart, you won't be able to. Okay, there's no other form that actually comes close to this. Okay, no other form. Okay, huwa is the closest one. It's like nasara. Walakum ma kasabtum. This should be easy. You should be PhDs in this one. There's so much tum going on here. Okay, there's so much tum going on here. So silence plus tum is antum. Yeah, silence plus tum is antum. Okay, I don't want to solve all of them myself. I just decided that total 28. That let's do the 14 first here, and then I'll let you solve them because I really want you to solve them yourself. That's how you will really get used to them. So let me do one last one here. Akhtasamu. This should be easy, right? So you're looking at the ending with u. This u ending, like nasara, nasara, nasaru. This ending tells me it's hum. This ending tells me it's hum. Okay. So you're trying to understand how to decode the fi'l. How do I find what is the hidden pronoun? Because every fi'l brings a hidden pronoun with it. So it's a full sentence in itself. It's a full sentence in itself. Okay? So that's what I want you to focus on. Please do this exercise. Just do this exercise at home. Practice your ism. I will release the test either tonight or tomorrow, and you will have a week, inshallah, to go through it. If you have any questions, please do bring them, inshallah, and I will try to answer them as much as I can. Okay, so just try all these exercises. I know when you start fail, it comes a bit more overwhelming. Like it's like, oh my God, this is too much. But this is not. I'm telling you. After some time, you'll get very used to it, inshallah. Okay. So please do your best, and inshallah, I will send the test to you for practice. Study before you give it a shot. Feel free to open your notes and whatever way. Okay. Yes, it's just it's going to be until Jumla Ismiya. Yes. No, it's not gonna have fail. It's not gonna have fail. It's just ism. Everything, that's it. So fail is not included in the test. Okay. So just do your best, inshallah, and don't worry if you do good or not, but at least try to do it. You will get a good idea, inshallah, where you stand. But I'm quite hopeful that you will do good. The way class is going and the way you guys are engaging. Okay, inshallah. Okay, thank you. Jazakumullah khairan. I leave you now, and I'll see you, inshallah, on next Saturday, same time, same channel. Stay happy, stay blessed, make dua for me and for everyone around you. Take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.